Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram. Again, welcome to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Srikanth, Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisance. Prabhuji is giving class today in the Madhya Lila, Chaitanya Bhagavata, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata, Madhya Khanda, chapter 88, from verse 98 to 150. Please, Prabhuji, take over the call, Prabhuji. Thank you, all the devotees, for joining.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I seek the blessings of all the assembled Vaishnavas so that I can speak on the Chaitanya Bhagavatam for my own purification from the sloka number 98. Here we had seen how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had decided to take sannyas order, and he informed Nityananda Prabhu, don't inform everyone, just inform 5 devotees. Gadadhara Pandit, Chandrasekharacharya, Brahmananda Bharati, Mukunda, and I think Sachimata. Nityananda Prabhu informs all these people. At that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes to the Ganges. At that time, he was in Nimai. The name Chaitanya came later after the sannyas. Gauranga Mahaprabhu goes to the Ganges. He offers the obeisances. He sits on the bank sometime and he comes back home. At that time, millions of people, so many people mentioned, they all come from where they came, no one knows. They all came and met him. And when the Lord is about to retire at that time, Sridhar Palavecha, he brings one Loki. Loki means bottle god. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells, from where you got it? And he thinks, with so much love, Sridhar Palavecha brought this bottle god for me. How can I not accept it? Tomorrow, anyway, I will not be at home. I will be leaving home. So today only, I need to honor this bottle god. Then one other Vaishnava brings the milk. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells Sachimata, please prepare an item using this milk and the bottle god so that I will take it for the dinner. After the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu takes that, he goes to the rest, Yoga Nidra. At that time, Gadadhar Pandit also sleeps nearby. And Sachimata, she is not able to sleep only because he knows that early morning he will be leaving. She is not able to sleep at all. In the early morning, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, by seeing the air movement within the nostrils, he understands this is the muhurta. I need to leave, and he is about to leave, and he tells Gadadhar and others not to follow. Sachimata, who is anyway awake because she couldn't sleep only throughout the night, she goes and sits in the doorway. So Nimai goes there and he tells her, uh, I, I am, you took care of me very nicely all these years. Only because of you, I am grown up. You never cared for yourself. We can see that even in mothers, even now, we can see the real love between the mother and child. They always sacrifice for the sake of their children without considering their own comforts. Uh, so Chaitanya Gauranga Mahaprabhu tells, I will take care of both your material and spiritual needs. But she is not able to speak anything because out of so much overwhelming emotions, she is speechless and only tears are flowing. At that time, Nemai circumambulates her and he leaves. Uh, then it is mentioned the independent Lord. Prabhu se janaya yare karibaye mate sarva jiva uddara kare karibahe namate. The independent Lord, however, knew when and how to deliver the fallen living entities. So the reason for his accepting sannyas is indirectly hinted here. How the purpose of Panchatattva, why the Panchatattva has come. Panchatattva came, it is mentioned that uh, when Lord Krishna came to the material world, he brought that storehouse of the Krishna frame, uh, but it is sealed. It is sealed in the sense it is not accessible to everyone. Krishna told Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mamekam Saranam Raja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Masucha. So one has to surrender to get access to the. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did not make any discrimination whether this person is surrendered or not surrendered. Uh, Actually, the Panchatattva, they came to broke open the storehouse. The more they tasted, and they started tasting and they started distributing, the more they tasted this Krishna Prem, their thirst increased more and more. And they started distributing this Krishna Prema. They did not see who is fit and who is not fit. They did not consider we will give it to only Brahmanas or only Hindus. No, everyone. Which place to do and which place not to do. Only in India or only in Bengal. No, everywhere. Uh, Many of you who are in this online Sangha, Bhakti Sangha Japa group, or from the various parts of the world. How this Krishna Prema reached various parts of the world? That is because of this Panchatattva. Srila Prabhupada writes, Nityananda Prabhu empowers his servants. So Prabhupada writes, Nityananda Prabhu delivered only one Jagai and Madai, but he empowered his servants so much who delivered thousands of Jagais and Madais. So Prabhupada practically in so many countries, Prabhupada visited and delivered so many Jagai and Madai. We have one here, one great sadhu, Krishnananda Prabhu. He was giving one time one class and he asked me, where are you from? I told Vongol. He told, see, Prabhupada delivered Vongol Madai. And asked another friend of me, we told, I am from Guntur. He told, Guntur Jagai. So like that, so many Jagais and Madais Srila Prabhupada had delivered. They did not make any consideration who is fit, who is not fit, which place we need to give and which place we should not give. Everywhere they distributed. And the more they distributed this Krishna Prem, the more the quantity increasing. Generally, a storehouse, if it is rice is there, we have started giving one bag to everyone. After some time, it is empty. Like I read one news that somewhere in America they looted the Apple store. So if everyone takes one gadget, after some time only walls remain there. So, but here it is opposite. The more they distributed, the more the quantity increased. So Prabhupada writes in that Adilila 7th canto 24th sloka, but there is one pseudo incarnation of God who tells, I gave everything to my disciple. Now I am bankrupt, spiritually bankrupt, nothing is with me. So Prabhupada tells this means he is making a bogus claim. Actually, if you really distribute, the whatever you have, it increases more and more because it is not the material, it is a spiritual thing. In that way, the Panchatattva, they started spreading the Krishna Prem in all direction. Old men, young men, children, women, everyone was inundated, just like flood. When the flood comes, it doesn't see the gender, it doesn't see the age. Everyone who is there, they are actually drowned in the water. So similarly here also, the flood of Krishna Prema that Panchatattva was distributing, irrespective of gender, age, whether he is a Sajjan or Durjan or a diseased person, everyone is inundated. It is mentioned that Panchatattva became happy when the world is inundated with Krishna Prem and the seed of material enjoyment is destroyed. So just like when there is flood, uh, if there is a seed on the earth, if we pour little water, that fructifies and it becomes a plant, and later it becomes a tree. But if we put it in the bucket of water, it becomes impotent, so it will never germinate. So that is what similarly here also the flood of Krishna Prema came. The seeds of material enjoyment, they never fructified because of this. So it is mentioned that the materialists who always speak about their wife and children, their glories, they stopped speaking when they received this Krishna Prem. The jnanis who are doing so much tough study of Upanishads, they give it up. The yogis who are doing who are running after the mystic abilities, they gave up when they received the Krishna Prem. In that way, so many have received, but few people, Mayavadis, Karmanishtas, Kutarkaganas, Nindakas, Pashandis, they somehow escape from this like flood is there, someone may climb on the mountain. So they are saved from the flood. Similarly, these people, they somehow escaped. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started thinking, I need to devise a trick so that I will drown them also. So Prabhupada writes there, in this way, Acharya always thinks, he doesn't stick to the stereotype. He always thinks, what is the way? What is the way? So Prabhupada writes, in the Western world, the girls and boys are freely mixing. So I can't make a strict distinction. Now onwards, you never mix. So as per the time, place, circumstances, I engaged the girls also in the teaching activities. So, but many people criticize me. But we need to say, the Acharya should always think what makes them to take to the process of bhakti. So similarly, Lord Chaitanya, Kutarkika means those who consider devotees need to practice jnana to come to the level of liberation. Passion-based means who consider the devotional activities are material. You are just chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You chant Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. There is no difference only. Nindakas who criticize devotional service. Why are you doing this, all this bhakti, etc. This is show off only, like this. Karmanishtas who consider devotional service like fruitive activity. We are doing this particular yajna, or we are doing this particular religious ritual to get a son or to get some good income. And they are chanting the Hare Krishna similarly for getting a son or for getting good health, etc. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wanted to deliver all these people who are escaping. So that is why Lord Chaitanya accepted the sannyas order. When he accepted the sannyas order, out of the social custom, all these people surrendered to him, except this impersonalists, the Shankaracharya followers. For them, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the Varanasi, where they were criticizing him. He's illiterate sannyasi. He's just going around with sentimental people and just chanting and dancing. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes there, meets the Prakashananda Saraswati, and he exhibits his, that is what this sloka is also telling. The independent Lord, however, knew when and how to deliver the fallen living entities. So to deliver these impersonalists who are very much attached to the Brahmajyoti, he exhibited his Brahman effulgence. Then they are very much uh, glorified, admired this effulgence of the Lord, and immediately they asked, why are you not studying the Vedanta? It is the duty of the sannyasi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, actually my guru told me I am unfit to do. He told me just chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And when I chanted, the tears are flowing from my eyes and hair standing on end. When I told my guru, he told, very good, please continue like this. So that's why I am not studying the Vedanta. And finally, he explains how the mission of Shankaracharya for writing the Vedanta, why he uh, wrote the Vedanta in that way, that is all described. And that is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu uh, explained, delivered them. The independent Lord, however, knew when and how to deliver the fallen living entities. So by accepting sannyas order, he delivered so many people. And again, by meeting the Shankaracharya followers and by exhibiting the Brahman effulgence and by describing the actual Vedanta Sutra, he delivered the remaining entities. Ninda Dvesha Adiyara Manete Achil Prabhura Viraha Sarpa Pasande Damsil. Those who are filled with offenses and envy were also bitten by the snake of the Lord's separation. So previously they were all Nindakas, Dvesha, their offenses, they are envious, But they also felt when Sachimata was sitting there at the time, Srivas Thakur and all the people come and they inquire, why are you sitting on the doorstep? She tells it is mentioned that whatever the property of the Lord that belongs to the devotees. So Nimai has left so many of his articles, all of you distribute among yourself. By hearing that Srivas Thakur and all the devotees, they started lamenting, they were crying, they are rolling on the ground. At that time, the news spread all over the Navadvip. The Nindakas, Dveshas, who also heard this, Nimai went to take sannyas. Then they also felt, oh, tomorrow onwards we will not be able to see him. And they felt sad. Sarvajivanada Gaura Chandra Jaya Jai Balarange Sabe Buddha Rileda Yamai. All glories to the merciful Lord Gaura Sundara, the Lord of all. He expertly delivered everyone. Suna Suna Are Bhai Prabhura Sanyas Ekata Sunile Karma Bandaya Yanas. Please listen to the description of the Lord's acceptance of sannyas. Hearing this narration will destroy one's bondage resulting from fruitive activities. So the Palastuti is mentioned. What one gains by hearing this pastime of Lord Chaitanya accepting the sannyas. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam also so many Palastuti are described like Gajendra Moksha. It is mentioned, Lord mentions, whoever hears this Gajendra Moksha, they will be freed from the bad dreams. So night sometime we get bad dream, some tiger is chasing, we are running away, running away. Somehow we are able to trying to climb the tree. Still we fail. Then the tiger is approaching suddenly, our dream breaks. Oh, somehow I survived. So such kind of bad dreams, if we regularly recite the Gajendra Moksha. Also Rasalela, if someone hears the Rasalela, it is mentioned he conquers the lust, the disease of the heart. So like that, Palastuti is given for various leelas. Similarly, when one hears the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's sannyas leela, the karma bandha, the bondage resulting from fruitive activities, is nasha, destroyed. Ganga para Hayasri Gauranga Sundar Seidine Ailena Kantaka Nagar. After crossing the Ganges, Sri Gauranga arrived that day at Kantaka Nagar Katwa. यारे यारे आज्ञा प्रभु पूर्वे करी चिला तहारा वो अल्पे अल्पे आसिया मिलीला श्री अवधूत चंद्र गदाधर मुकुंद श्री चंद्रशेखर आचार्य ब्रह्मानंद as instructed previously by the Lord Nityananda Prabhu Gadadhar Mukunda Chandrasekhar Acharya Brahmananda Bharati each gradually arrived there. So previously Lord told to inform these 5 people, 4 of them are here. Sachi Mata stayed back at home. Sri Gaura Sundara planned his acceptance of sannyas at the house of Sri Chandrasekhar Acharya. Sri Nityananda, Gadadhara, Mukunda, and Brahmananda Bharati were present there at the time. We have now established Sri Chaitanya Mata there. I am not able to understand this because it is mentioned that sannyas is happened at Katwa. But in the last class, I remembered reading the Sri Chandrasekhar Acharya's home is at Vrajapattana. Vrajapattana is where the Sri Chaitanya Mata is there, next to between the Rajapur Jagannath and the Yogapit. So this I need clarification. Ailena Prabhu Yata Keshava Bharati Matta Simha Praya Priya Vargera Samhati. Along with his intimate associates, the Lord, like a maddened lion, arrived there to meet Keshav Bharati. Adbhuto Dehera Jyoti Dekiyataham Utilena Keshava Bharati Punyavam Upon seeing the Lord's wonderful bodily effulgence, the pious Keshav Bharati stood up. Dandavat pranama kariya prabhutane, karayoda karistuti karena apane. The Lord fell flat, offering obeisances to Keshav Bharati. Then with folded hands he offered prayers. Anugraha tumi more kara mahashay, patita pavana tumi mahakrupamai. O Master, please be merciful to me. You are the most compassionate deliverer of the fallen. तुम्ही से दिपारे पारा कृष्ण प्राणनाथ निरवधि कृष्ण चंद्रा वसय तोमात. Lord Krishna always sits in your heart. Therefore, you are qualified to give me Krishna, my life and soul. So that is how he is telling. Krishna is always sits in your heart. So you are qualified to give me the Krishna. This is one thing we can see. We can't give someone something which we don't have. Either it is money or some education or bhakti. First, we need to have. When we have, we can give it to some or Shraddha. I remembered when I was doing BTech, one of my junior, he was near from my village only. Because of the regional affection, I used to have some affection bond towards him. Somehow he got distracted and he was more into the politics, all those things in the college. He neglected his studies. When I was doing job, one time he called me. I want some money. So I I couldn't say no also because of the so much affection that I have previously. And at the same time, if I give, I know that I will not get back. I need to leave it. So with that detachment, I gave him a good amount of money. He told that I want to apply for visa. I am struggling. So I gave it, but never expected that I will get it back. After 1 year, I joined the ashram. Then again, he called me. He called me and told, last time visa is rejected. I want more money. Please help me. So I told, now I joined the Brahmachari ashram. Whatever money I have, I gave it to my parents. I don't have any money. So, but he is telling, please arrange, please arrange. I asked one of my Brahmachari trainee friend. He told, collect his address. We'll send him some books. So next time when he called, I told him, please give me your address. I will send you Bhagavad Gita and other books. Surprisingly, he never called me again. So I was thinking, basically the point I want to tell is, when I have money, I gave him the money. But at the same time, when I don't have money, how can I give, even though he is telling me again and again, please help, please help. So we can't give someone something which we ourselves don't have. Similarly, the education. So I remember in my childhood, I studied in the government school in a village. So the teachers don't like to stay in the village. Teachers, they like to stay in the town, cities, because they feel it like a punishment because no amenities, no facilities for them, all mosquitoes, so many things. So the teachers, I remember for mathematics, one teacher comes, again 2 months, another teacher comes, another two teacher. So that's why we take tuition from someone who is, some people, some of the teachers make the village as their own village and they stay back. In such a from such teacher, we take tuition evening time. We go there and we, that person, we have 50, 60 students are there. We ask them some mathematics, all those things. The person whom I took tuition is Telugu teacher. He teaches Telugu. He is very good at Telugu. In the at that time in the radio, they give some hints, 4 or 5 words. By next week, you need to compose a Telugu sloka and send by post to the radio. Uh, in the next week, if it is good, they read it. So like that, our Telugu teacher, many slokas came in the radio. He is very good, but he is not good at mathematics. So I was very poor 7th class mathematics for 1 year over. At the end of the year, just before the exams, that tuition teacher's daughter came. She was studying the degree, graduation. So for 3 4 days, she taught me the mathematics. Only every day 4 hours, 5 hours like that. What I couldn't learn in 1 year, I could learn in that 3 days only, because she has that concepts very clear. So she gave it to me nicely. Previously, I was getting 50, 60. Suddenly, I got 90 marks. So that is what, when you have some concepts, you can give it to some other concepts. Here also, when you have Krishna, you can give others the Krishna. So Lord Nimai is telling Keshav, you have Krishna in your heart. Please give me Krishna. So that is how we can see those who have Bhava Bhakti in their heart. Just by their presence itself, we can feel the uh, others who are around, they can feel the effect. That is the presence of pure devotees itself creates the good sukriti in those who take darshan, who speaks with them. Like we can say Haridas Thakur, when he went to the prison house, all the prisoners, just by taking the darshan of Haridas Thakur, they started feeling the devotional symptoms in their bodies. And they asked, please help us. Immediately Haridas Thakur told, stay as you are. They were all wondering, stay, why are you cursing us? Staying, saying that we need to stay in the prison. Haridas Thakur told, no, no, I am not telling you to stay in the prison. I am saying you to stay in this consciousness. Now you are not worried so much about the material facilities. You are not comparing with others, because everyone gets the same 2 rotis. Everyone sleeps on the floor. Stay in this consciousness. You are helpless. You are depending on the Lord. So stay in this situation. So that is called Pratibimba Ratyabhas. Pratibimba Ratyabhas means if someone has Bhava Bhakti in his heart, whoever comes in his contact, in their heart also temporarily that Bhava Bhakti gets reflected. So that is called Pratibimba Ratyabhas. So similarly, what we are discussing is we can't give something which we ourselves don't have. Then what about us? Should we preach or not? We ourselves also don't have. We are struggling with anardas. So what we will give to others? We will give to others anardas only. So should we preach or not? So it is mentioned little shraddha if we have, that much shraddha we can tell others. Okay, I have this much shraddha. I observed these people. They are pure people. They behaved in this way in these circumstances. I have little faith in them. You also please take this, like that. Prabhupada mentioned, if you read 2 lines, speak those 2 lines. No need to wait for you to become perfect, because the preaching process itself makes us purifying. Preaching, the process of purification itself, preaching itself is a purification. So if we start preaching, then we also get purified. So we just need to act like a postman. We may not be perfect, but if we become an instrument in the hands of a perfect person, Guru, then the message that we carry is perfect. Although we may not be, a postman may not be very expert poet, but he may deliver a postcard which is having the expert poetry. That's why you can see the Vaishnava Thakur in that song also it is mentioned. Tomara Hrudaya Sada Govinda Vishram. Govinda Kahena Mama Vaishnava Paran. Haristane Aparade Tare Harinam. Thomastane Aparade Nahika Yara. Prati Janme Kariyasa Charane Radoli. Narottama Karadaya Apanara Bali. Please consider me as yours. That is how Narottam Das Thakur is praying to the Vaishnava Thakur. Because in their heart, Govinda is always taking rest. Here also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai is telling the Keshav Bharati, Tumishe Dibare Pare Krishna Prananath, Niravade Krishna Chandra Vasaya Tomad. Lord Krishna always sits in your heart, therefore you are qualified to give me Krishna, my life and soul. Krishna Dasya Vinurmora Nahe Kichuai. Hene Upadesha Tume Morede Hadam. I have no desire other than the service of Krishna. Please instruct me accordingly. So here also Nima is telling how to approach a spiritual master. So spiritual master, everyone has to approach. We can't say that I am so qualified. I will not approach. Because even the greatest qualified Arjuna, who had pleased Lord Shiva and accepted Pasupatastra. And we have so much sense control, he can reject Urvasi's proposal. We have defeated Gandharvas like Chitraratha, who is the greatest archer. He has so many qualifications, but even that Arjuna, just before the war, he became broken-hearted, indecisive, lacking confidence, etc. So in that way, he approached the Guru. So we may not be our economic knowledge, scholarship, position, bodily beauty, high birth, abundant wealth. We may have all these things, but they cannot save the problems of life. One has to accept the spiritual master and surrender, inquiry, and service. SIS, surrender, inquiry, service. When one surrenders, then the also inquiry about the Shreyas, not about the prayers. Prayers means the short-term goals like wealth, name, fame, posh apartment, luxurious car, promising career, etc. We may go to the Guru for this also. Oh, I am struggling so much in my career, please help me. Or I am not getting so much name and fame. Of course, one may not go directly say like that, but indirectly ask, give me that position or give me this. But we need to approach the Guru for Shreyas long-term goal, how to become Krishna consciousness and how to achieve the kingdom of God, etc. Of course, Guru can fulfill even the prayers also, but it is like using a atom bomb to kill a mosquito. Mosquito gets killed easily, but it is not effective way, uh, not efficient way. And also one need to serve the Guru like Krishna Balram, how they served the Sandipani Muni. So here also the Keshav Bharati. Keshav Bharati, anyone knows who is Keshav Bharati in the Krishna Leela?
Was it Sandeep Muni idol? Or was it
Sandeep?
Ishwar Puri?
That's
Keshav?
what I am.
We can look up. You can look up.
Okay. Krishna has a Guru, Sandipani Muni only, or no one else, no?
No one else. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Sandipani Muni was Keshav Bharati. Keshav Bharati was Sandipani Muni. And so far, we have not found out who Ishwar Puri was. That was not found out. so far. Yeah.
Okay,
But
okay, thank you.
yeah.
Some people consider Sri Keshav Bharati as a disciple of Srila Madhavendra Puri. Sri Gaura Sundara said to Keshav Bharati, "You have accepted Krishna Chandra as your beloved Lord within your heart. I do not want anything else. I desire only that Krishna will accept my service. Please bestow such mercy on me." प्रेम जले अंग भासे प्रभुर कहिते ओंकार करे आसे से लागेला नाचेते. The Lord's body seemed to float in the waves of ecstatic love. The Lord then began to dance and cry out loudly. गायते लागेला मुकुंदादि भक्तगण निज वेशे मत्त नाचे श्री सचिनंदन. Mukunda and the other devotees began to sing as the son of Sachi danced in his own ecstatic mood. अर्बुद अर्बुद लोक सुनी से क्षणे आसिया मिलीला नाही जाने को कहने. Millions and millions of people gathered there. No one knew where they came from. देखिया प्रभुर रूप परम सुंदर एक दृष्टे पान सबे करे निरंतर. With unblinking eyes, they all continually drank the exquisite beauty of the Lord's form. अकथ्य अद्भुत धारा प्रभुर नयने ताहना कहिते पारे अनंत वदने. The indescribable, wonderful flow of tears from the Lord's eyes couldn't be described by even Lord Ananta. So tomorrow class you will see from the 116 verse onwards. Today we have seen how the independent Lord, however, knew when and how to deliver the fallen living entities. In relation to this, we have seen from Adilila, 7th chapter, how the Lord, the Panchatattva, broke open the storehouse of Krishna Prema. That Krishna Prema inundated everyone, irrespective of their gender, place, no discrimination they have shown. Whom to give, who is fit, who is unfit, which place to be given, which place not to be given, no discrimination at all. In that way, the Panchatattva delivered the flood of Krishna Prema everywhere. In that flood, the seeds of material enjoyment, they became useless, they became impotent. Then the Lord, but few people escaped, Kutarkas, Nindakas, Pasandes, Karmanishtas. So for them, the Lord accepted the sannyas order. But few of the still the Shankaracharya followers, they also escaped that. Then he went to the Varanasi. He, by exhibiting his Brahman effulgence, by explaining the actual Vedanta Sutra, he knew when and how to deliver the fallen living entities. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, even the offenders and envious were also sad. So then we have seen the falastuti of this pastime is one becomes freed from the bondage resulting from the fruitive activities. So he crossed the Ganges and went to Katwa, and all these Nityananda Prabhu, etc., they also arrived there. And Keshav Bharati stood up by seeing the Lord. Then Lord offered obeisances. He offered the prayers. You are the deliverer of the fallen. Please be merciful to me. Lord Krishna always sits in your heart. Therefore, you are qualified to give me Krishna. We have seen how we cannot give something which we don't have. We need to have before giving. So similarly, one who has Krishna in his heart, he can give others to Krishna. But at the same time, we may not wait to reach the stage of prema so that we can preach. We can start preaching little bit Shraddha we may have, that the deities are non-different from the Lord. The deities They are not dull matter just sitting there. They reciprocate. We may have some Shraddha. That Shraddha we can give it to others. We may have Shraddha that chanting is purifying. That much we can give it to others. We can act like a postman and give this message to others. And I have no other desire, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, other than service of Krishna. So similarly, we need to approach spiritual master for prayers, not for the Shreyas. We need to approach him for Shreyas, not for the prayers, not for the temporary benefit, but for the long-term benefit of uh, service of Krishna and attaining the kingdom of Krishna, not for the posts, positions, name, fame that comes in the way. The Lord's body seemed to float in the waves of ecstatic love. The Lord then began to dance. And he was dancing, so many people, Mukunda started singing, and so many people gathered there. And they are all drinking the beauty of the Lord's form. So, this even the Ananta cannot describe, that is mentioned here. What actually, what followed, that will be described in the tomorrow's class. We'll stop here. In case if you have any one or two comments, we'll take. Otherwise, we'll close. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much. Thank you
Hare
so
Krishna.
much for the very inspiring class. I really liked some things that you mentioned about the flood of love of God that was given, and you gave the comparison that a seed, if it's watered optimally, then it grows nicely. But then if it is thrown into a bucket, then it cannot sprout. So our material desires are washed away by this flood of love of God that is coming from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That was very, very beautiful analogy, Prabhu. Thank you so much. And yes, Prabhu, the class was very interesting and just goes to show how much Mahaprabhu has given us and how much responsibility we have. Even if we know a little bit, even if we know one sentence, it is our duty to inspire others by just talking what we know and spreading this Krishna consciousness. So it makes us feel very grateful for what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you for your help.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Anyone has any questions or realizations, comments that you would like to add?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for such a beautiful class. I really like the point. Yes, all the class was good, but the point that you were sharing about if you have something, then only you can give it to others. So we should meditate on that. That if we can develop, I can develop bhakti, then only I can transfer it to someone. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Such a
Hare
nice
Krishna.
class. Prabhu, this Chaitanya Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita are both different books, or is the same one?
Yeah, Chaitanya Charitamrita is written at a later point of time. Chaitanya Bhagavata, other is Vrindavan Das Thakur. And
Okay.
Chaitanya Charitamrita, other is Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami. It is a different book. Chaitanya Bhagavata mostly emphasizes on the initial pastimes of the Lord Chaitanya, like till he takes sannyas, and remaining pastimes are given in summary. Whereas in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the till the sannyas, the pastimes are given in summary, and the later pastimes after sannyas, they are given in detail. So if we read the books, both the books, then we'll get the full detailed Leela of Lord Chaitanya.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
And our
Krishna.
acharyas are so great that generally a other will always say that read my book, read my book. But the Chaitanya Charitamrita, we can see Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami again and again telling, read Vrindavan Das Thakur book. He has written so nicely, like that it is mentioned.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, that words that you were showing up, it says that when he went to Katwa, he took sannyas in the house of Chandrasekhara. Is that the verse telling us?
Yeah, that is what I was not very clear.
Hmm.
Sri Gaurasundara planned his acceptance of sannyas at the house of Sri Chandrasekhar Acharya. Sri Nityananda, Gadadhara, Mukundara, and Brahmananda Bharati were present there at that time. We have now established Sri Chaitanya Mata there. Sri Chaitanya Mata is in this place only, no? Mayapur, that which is also called Vrajapattana.
So that means this Gauranga Bari temple at Katwa, what is that? That would be a different place from Chaitanya Mata?
In Katwa, there is no Chaitanya Mata, right? Sri Chaitanya Mata there.
It's not there. It just says Sri Gauranga Bari temple. That's all. I don't know what it means though.
Okay.
Gauranga Bari temple. Yeah. And that is the place where it mentions that he takes sannyas and
Yeah, this I also need clarification because last class you remember
mm,
Sri Chandrasekhar Acharya home is in the Vrajapattana.
yeah.
That is near the. That is where the this is there. Sri Chaitanya Mata is there. That is consistent. Here also it is consistent, but the where exactly he took sannyas, that is not clear.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
No. So do we stop here?
Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah. And thank you to devotees for joining us. And if there are no other questions, comments, or realizations, we can end the call here. Thank you for your very inspiring association, Prabhu, and agreeing to give the class. We
Thank
can
you.
end the call
Krishna.
here. Vanchakal
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
की जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद
की जय।
Jai.
His Grace Srikanth Krishna
His
Prabhuji
Grace
की
Srikanth
जय।
Krishna Prabhuji की जय।
जय।
Thank you, Prabhuji. Koti koti
Hare
dandavat.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.